We see shots of the University of Leeds campus before seeing student Harris walking down Woodhouse Lane, approaching the steps in front of the Parkinson building.
So, you want to know what campus life is like at the University of Leeds?
There are images of campus and key buildings on campus: Great Hall, Cloth Workers Court, outside Leeds University Union, Brotherton Library, Business School and Parkinson building.
First up, it's a city campus that feels like a community.
Student Clara is standing on the top of the Parkinson building steps, with Woodhouse Lane in the background.
On the edge of a city that feels like home.
The screen shows a series of views of Leeds city centre and people in the city. The camera then shows Clara, who is stood on Leyden Terrace, a street on campus.
Welcome to the north!
The screen shows a map of the UK with Leeds and the north pointed out. Harris is shown jogging down the stairs in the Brotherton Library into the main building, the Brotherton Library Reading Room.
Leeds is the real deal, red brick, Russell Group stuff.
The red brick buildings on campus are shown on screen. A student, Aaron, is shown entering the main lecture theatre in the Esther Simpson building. Students are shown in lecture theatres, laboratories and facilities across the university, working in hands-on learning environments.
It's got everything you'd expect from a world top 100 university.
As well as some things you might not expect.
A student, Almudena, is seen holding a book from one of the little free libraries in front of her face.
You can swap books at the little free libraries.
A student, Bovicia, is shown picking herbs from the Sustainable Garden, next to the Roger Stevens building on campus.
Pick up free herbs from the Sustainable Garden.
Harris is shown standing in front of the Sign for Art sculpture, more fondly called the Wavy Bacon. A Facebook comment-style graphic pops up to showcase some more names the students call the statue, including El Tocino or the Squiggles.
We've got a giant bacon, because why not?
Images on screen show the peregrine falcon on top of the Parkinson building, the beehives on top of the Laidlaw Library roof, and one of the many bunnies on campus sat on the grass outside the Great Hall.
And birds, bees and bunnies.
We see a close-up shot of student Faith outside the Roger Stevens building. Before that, the screen shows shots displaying the famous brutalist architecture of the building.
And the architecture's brutal!
Student Rihanna is shown walking through St George's Field, a green space on campus. The screen then shows views of the precinct, the street on which the Union building sits, and the Meet, Sit and Talk stone circle sculptures on campus.
Getting about is a walk in the park. The campus has a relaxed, small town feel. Everybody looks out for each other.
Rihanna and Harris share an exchange as they walk past each other towards the Sign for Art sculpture.
Are you alright?
Hi!
Students Phoebe and Callum are sitting at a bus stop on Woodhouse Lane, the main road that runs in front of the university campus.
It's only a 5-minute bus ride to the centre of Leeds.
A Google Map graphic pops up on screen, showing a direction route from the campus into the city. Rihanna is shown standing in the kitchen of her student accommodation.
Everything on campus is within a 15-minute walk.
A mobile phone alarm graphic vibrates on screen. Then student Mason is shown, sitting up in his bed.
So you can roll out of bed right into your lecture.
Mason grabs a slice of toast that Rihanna has just buttered for herself, before going on to leave the kitchen.
Cheers.
Oi!
The screen shows inside the Edge, the on-campus gym and sports facility, including a spin class, gym equipment, climbing wall and swimming pool. An on-screen text exchange graphic between two students appears on screen, asking if they're coming to the spin class.
Get to a fully loaded gym and sports facility without breaking the bank.
Students are shown sitting in the Common Ground Cafe on campus, enjoying coffees, chatting to each other or studying. The screen shows different areas of campus where students are sitting, working, chatting and relaxing.
And find plenty of breathing space to hang out and study.
A series of faces appear on screen, showing a bakery worker, a cafe worker and some of the university help desk team. We see a range of images from around the campus showcasing the parks, places to relax or eat, and the green spaces available on campus.
You'll find lots of friendly faces enjoying parks, public spaces and cafes.
The screen shows ducks in the cooling pond outside the Roger Stevens building. Student Matteo is drinking a cup of coffee, followed by other images of coffee.
We take our coffee drinking very seriously.
A barista working in the cafe in the Common Ground passes a coffee cup over the counter and shouts out the order.
Hazelnut soy latte for Grace.
Mason is now sitting in the terrace bar in the Leeds University Union and enjoying a drink with friends. The screen shows different views of people celebrating and events in and outside of the union.
Then of course, there's the award-winning Leeds Student Union.
We think it's the best student union in the country.
The screen shows sports, live events and music in the Union, then various places you can eat in or buy food from the Leeds University Union building.
From Sports Wednesday and Thursday quiz night to Fruity Fridays, Leeds University Union is here to make sure you love your time at Leeds.
Grab a drink and a bite from the many bars and cafes. Check out the handy supermarket.
Presenters and guests are in the Leeds student radio station, with student Faith sat in the studio at a broadcasting desk, speaking into a microphone.
Don't forget your friendly radio station, run by students for students.
Students are shown taking part in some of the societies and sports clubs that are available for students to join at the university.
There are over 300 societies to get stuck into.
Salsa, Buddhist meditation, motorsport society.
Green Action, as well as over 70 sports clubs. So, whatever you're into, you'll meet people that are into it too.
A mobile phone graphic appears on screen, showing a world map with pin drops on various cities in the UK, Europe, Middle East and Asia.
From over 130 countries all over the world.
Harris is walking outside Clothworkers Court. The screen then shows different views of vibrant campus and student community.
But above all, it's a friendly, safe, super inclusive place to live and learn.
Students Sanjana and Nursina are walking together through the sensory garden, outside Charles Morris Hall accommodation.
You'll feel at home walking about.
More views of the campus are shown, then campus security staff walking outside Clothworkers Court, sat in their vehicles and speaking to students on the precinct walkway, outside Leeds University Union.
Campus security isn't just on campus.
It's spread across the whole of Leeds.
The screen shows the University Night Bus Pickup Point sign, and the night bus driver sat in his van, before opening the side door to appear.
The night bus gets you home safely after a night out.
Students Phoebe, Sanjana and Clara are sat in the Leeds University Union with 2 support therapy dogs, before we see some images showing some of the various support facilities the Union offers, such as meeting spaces and quiet spaces for one-to-one chats.
And student support services are always on hand if you're ever feeling wobbly.
Students are shown socialising together on campus.
Whoever you are, wherever you're from, you'll find your people in our friendly campus community.
Harris walks outside the Leeds University Union, talking to the camera. The camera moves quickly into the sky, revealing the university campus from above.
So this is my Leeds, but it's what you make of it. Come and see it for yourself, and make Leeds yours.
The video ends with the University of Leeds logo in a red block with the message, "Join our campus community," and a link to find out more at www.leeds.ac.uk.